Hey, hello there everybody, UXWBill here again, and what I've got today is a bit of an interesting video. I've been thinking about getting a better video recording setup. There's the electronic chiming clock that you all love so much, and instead of buying something new, I decided to buy something secondhand in terms of a video camera. See, I'm really not unhappy overall with the performance of this Panasonic DMC-TZ3 camera, but it does have a couple of things that leave some things to be desired, particularly the microphone, which has basically no high-end response. It seems to roll off somewhere in the mid-range, and also the fact that this thing, being a point-and-shoot digital camera, it cannot zoom while it's recording, and it also does not refocus while it's recording. Although that part is actually somewhat advantageous. Sometimes that can definitely be used to a person's advantage. But last week sometime, I arranged to buy a second-hand video camera from YouTube user vwestlife, who had one sitting around, and he sold it on to me for a very good price, and it looks like the Postal Service delivered it today. Ordinarily, I wouldn't do something like this, wouldn't make a video like this, but a couple of things I'm looking forward to playing with this. Looking forward to the better audio quality, looking forward to some of the video effects, and also looking forward to playing around with Nightshot. Unfortunately, I think it's kind of a tragedy that there are some perverts out in the world who felt it necessary to do inappropriate things with early Nightshot-equipped cameras. Thus, Sony had to downgrade the system so it didn't work as well. But I intend to make some test videos with that and see what I think. Anyway, I was told that there is apparently some kind of a gift in this box. I have no idea what that might be, but I'm sure it'll be interesting. And so I was requested to make a video about opening this box, and so that's exactly what I'm going to do, just as soon as I've got it back in the house, where it's cool and comfortable. Alrighty, here's the box. Use my General Motors box opener to pop that bad boy open. Used to use this thing at the grocery store all the time because my box cutters would always walk off when I was stocking shelves and stuff. Some bubble wrap, something over here. Let's see what this is. This is the camera operations guide for the Video High 8 and Digital 8, which is what this machine is. DCR-TRV280. It's a nice ring binding job on that. Very much appreciated. I'm sure I'm going to need to read that and get the most use out of this thing. So let's see what's going on in here. Aha! Got a little carrying pouch. Probably the camera's in there. AC power adapter. What else have we got? Whoops, something stuck in here. Aha! A CD featuring Westlife. That must be the gift of which he was talking. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to give that a listen. Not too familiar with their music, and I wouldn't say I'm the world's biggest fan of boy bands, mainly because my mother used to torment me at great length about playing the Backstreet Boys at top volume while I was working on my beauty sleep. Not that my beauty sleep works. I'll certainly give these guys a listen and see what I think. So thanks for throwing that in there. It's very much appreciated. There everything is unboxed. I've got the book, a music CD, brand new unopened High 8 120-minute tape, an info lithium battery, M series, the camera itself, which looks like it could use a good wipe down, but other than that, it's not in too bad a shape. Give it a little cleanup and it'll probably be as good as new. Probably have to come up with some kind of a lens cap for it though, because I've already managed to scuff the lens on this Panasonic camera, probably during one of our automotive misadventures, and I'd hate for something like that to happen to this. And then over here, of course, got the power adapter for it, along with the power cord, and then back there is the carrying bag. So I reckon the first thing I need to do is start reading this bad boy, find out what I'm supposed to do, because I did download this book from the Sony website, but I just skimmed it to kind of get an idea of what this particular camera is capable of. So I'm going to sit down and read that, let this thing charge, and also found myself what I hope is the appropriate Sony iLink cable so I can pull video from this thing into my computer. I have about 10,000 of these. I picked some up at a garage sale a couple years ago from a guy who was selling the cables that came in the box with an iMac DV. So I would hazard a guess that this is the cable I need, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to check that out before I plug that in, because I hate to smoke anything, but there it is. And there's the charging operation taking place. Per the instructions, that little charge light is supposed to go out when it's done, so I'll just leave it alone until it does. Okay, let's see what kind of trouble I can get into with this thing. Whoops, got snagged on the door latch. Hello, Mother.
Hello, William.
Just take a lovely walk around the grounds of the Roach Palace here. Try to keep this thing out of the sun. That would probably be a very good idea. Gee, I think I need to trim the bushes. There's that darn sun again. See how this thing handles wind if I don't fall and hurt myself. Let's see if we can zoom in on the Keykeeper's air conditioner. Oh yeah. Pretty sweet. Go back into the woods here. I think in a previous life my dad was a gopher or something, because when we bought this house none of these trees were here. These all came later. Well, this big one in the center was, and then a storm in 2005 actually took the middle right out of it. Kind of amazing that it's regrown, really. I don't know who that ugly looking guy in the reflection there is, but that's how you break a camera right there. I think maybe we ought to clean some of this stuff away from the air conditioner, which could stand to have some of its coils straightened. And there's the backyard. Here's the part that I'm looking forward to playing with. I'm out here at one of the farms. You can see we have just a little bit of light to play with out here. So, I want to see what this Nightshot functionality is capable of. Back of the Reliant wagon. Need to get rid of some of the weeds around that car. Big old burn pile. Go over here to the old cattle barn. You can see the gate. You can even see a little bit inside the barn. Here I am out at the other farm, and there's even less light to play with now. So I'm just kind of taking some footage of my truck's engine here. Over here and check out this old tractor, see if it shows up at all. Yeah, just sort of kind of barely. Okay, I'm now out at the darkest bunch of the farms. There's nothing around here for miles. No light out here, except that pole light. First thing I'm going to do, I have this 1,000,000 candle power spotlight that I'm going to shine into the barn just for the heck of it and see what happens. Just to see how this thing does with that kind of a source of light helping it out without any help from Nightshot, because they say not to turn that on in bright light, so I'm not going to doubt them and try that. Anyway, the last time I did this, what I got for my trouble was a whole bunch of barn swallows thinking that it was daytime or it was time to evacuate or something. And I'm not ashamed to admit, well, I'm not terribly ashamed to admit, that I screamed like a silly person who'd had a momentary leave of their senses when those things started flying at the reflector on my light. Wow, did that sound politically correct? Let's see what this does. Oh yeah, that lights stuff up a pretty fair bit. You can see we got the red tractor put away. Hauled the old yellow trailer out. What a piece of junk. We're hauling that out here and the wheels fell off of it. Let's go ahead and turn this off and see how Nightshot does for the same thing. Not quite as impressive, but it would certainly do to give you a feel of what's in here. They say you can see about 10 foot out, and I'd say that that's giving this system a lot of credit. So there's a license plate reflecting on my truckling. See what else we can see with this thing. And the autofocus is having trouble now. Maybe I'll devise myself some kind of infrared illuminator or something. There's the old grain truck back there. Well, that's it. That's all the playing around I'm going to do. I'll quit boring you with this thing and take it home and do the proper thing with it. There's the moon. Beautiful moon we have out tonight. Just a quick ride around the farm in the darkness. Looks adequately spooky, doesn't it? There's Bizarre Furhead doing what he does best. Bizarre things.